My mom is back joining us. Miss Kathy is here for our read aloud along with Baxter. Hamlet's word this month is honesty, so that's being truthful and not lying. So today we have Miss Kathy is reading Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie. So as she's reading, be listening about how Ruthie shows honesty in the book.
All right, here we go. Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie. Ruthie loved tiny things. The tinier, the better. Her toys were the teeniest imaginable. She had dinky dinosaurs, itsy bitsy trains, ponies no bigger than your pinky, and teddy bears that were barely there. Ruthie loved finding tiny treasures too. At the beach, she searched for the tiniest seashells. The flowers she picked were no bigger than fairy wings. She even had an eggshell from a hummingbird. Now that would be very tiny. And wherever Ruthie went, she carried some tiny things in her pocket. One day at school, recess, after jump rope and swings, Ruthie took a run on the twirling bar. When she landed, she saw something in the grass. It was a little box with a teensy window and an even tinier button on top. She couldn't believe her luck. It was a tiny, teeny camera. Ruthie looked through its little window. Then she pressed the button on the top to take a picture. Click! Just like a real camera. This was absolutely the best Ruthie had ever found, and it was hers. Click, click. She tried it every which way. Say cheese, little bug. Click. Say cheese, school. Click. Say cheese, Martin. Click. But Martin didn't say cheese. Martin said, "Hey, that's my camera." Ruthie was startled. "No, it's not, it's mine." "Give it to me," said Martin. "It's mine." "It is not. It is too." "No, it's not," shouted Ruthie, and she raced back to the class. "What's going on?" asked Mrs. Olson, the teacher. "Ruthie's got my camera," cried Martin. "I got it for my birthday and I dropped it on the playground." But Ruthie wanted that teeny tiny camera in the worst of ways. "It's mine," she yelled. "I got it for my birthday." Well, that wasn't true at all. Not even one tiny bit true. Mrs. Olson looked at Martin. She looked at Ruthie. "Goodness, this is a problem," she said. "The camera cannot be both of you. It cannot belong to both of you. I'll keep it safe in my desk drawer for now. Let's talk about this again tomorrow." Ruthie's stomach flip-flopped all the rest of the day. She could not even remember 2 + 2. When Mrs. Olson read a story, every word flew straight out the window. The bus ride home took forever. "Hi, Ruthie," said Mama. "How was school?" "Okay," mumbled Ruthie. Dinner was macaroni and cheese. It was Ruthie's favorite, but she couldn't eat, not one little bite. "Aren't you feeling well?" asked Papa. "I'm not hungry," said Ruthie. At bedtime, Ruthie was close to tears. "What's the matter?" asked Mama. So Ruthie told Mama and Papa the whole story. "What do you think went wrong?" asked Papa. "I said it was my camera," cried Ruthie. "But it's not." "It's gonna be okay," said Papa. "You made a mistake, and tomorrow you can fix it. I think Mrs. Olson and Martin will understand. But the next morning, Ruthie couldn't barely eat. Maybe Mrs. Olson wouldn't understand. Maybe Ruthie would have to sit in the time out corner. Maybe Martin would never talk to her again. Maybe no one would ever talk to her again. Not one teensy weensy word. The school bell was about to ring. Ruthie took a deep breath and began the long walk to the front of the room. Mrs. Olson's desk seemed very far away. "Good morning, Ruthie," said Mrs. Olson. "I have something to tell you," said Ruthie in a very small voice. "The camera isn't mine. I didn't get it for my birthday. I found it on the playground." Mrs. Olson didn't make her sit in the timeout corner. She didn't even look mad. Instead, she gave Ruthie a hug and kissed the top of her head. "Ruthie, thank you for telling the truth. That took a lot of courage." "I'm very sorry, Martin," said Ruthie. "It's okay," said Martin. All at once, Ruthie's stomach stopped flip-flopping. She even skipped a little on the way back to her desk. She got the right answer to 3 plus 7 in math. Do you know what 3 plus 7 is, everybody? After lunch, Mrs. Olson read the funniest story Ruthie had ever heard. And on the short ride bus home, Ruthie realized she didn't even miss that teeny tiny camera. Not one teeny tiny bit. And that's the end of the story for today, kids. And I think Baxter here looks like he enjoyed it quite a bit.
Hope everyone enjoyed the Read Aloud with Miss Kathy, Ruthie, and the Not So Tiny Teeny Lie, and Baxter here. Miss Kathy, thank you so much for reading to us.
Until I see you next time, kids. Bye-bye.
All right, after listening to Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie, your task is to find the most important events in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Remember, as you're finding in the beginning, middle, and end of the story, including the main characters, the setting where the story takes place, the problem that happens in the middle, and then how it ends, or the solution at the that always comes at the end of the story. So we've been working on that story structure, so continuing to work on that. Your next task is cause and effect. The last couple weeks you've also been working on that, so coming up with the cause right here, it gives you the cause, and you are coming up with effect. So Ruthie had small toys because, and finding that effect. Remember, if you need to, go back and listen to the story again. That is a strategy. You are not cheating if you have to listen multiple times to the story. All right, a new one is who is talking? Ruthie and the Not So Tiny Teeny Lie. So looking and listening for the quote, or who said, "Goodness, that is a problem." So who said this, and then how did they feel? So we've talked before, we had to separate, we talked about feelings and emotions that characters have. So were they happy? Are they sad? Are they jealous? What were they feeling? And then there's another quote here. The camera isn't mine. I didn't get it for my birthday. I found it on the playground. Who said that? And then how were they feeling when they said that? And I know how much you all love crossword or word searches. So we have a fun word search at the end that is inside this word search here. You are looking for synonyms for the word small. So again, synonyms are those words that mean small. They are just different words for that, such as tiny, tinier, tiniest. Can you find those in the word search?